Should I wait to buy later or take advantage of the low interest rates now? That's a question everybody's asking themselves nowadays. And I put together a video, a what if scenario of the possibilities that could happen in the market. And hopefully this will be able to help you answer some of these questions. Hi, this is Israel, your loan officer down here in Southern California. And we got a lot to cover, so let's get started. How's it going, everyone? Today is December 4th, 2020. And what do I have here? I have what I call a what if scenario. You have two boxes right here. The first one reads, should I buy a house even though the values are high, but have a low payment, mortgage payment? Or should I wait and buy low and with a possibility of having a high mortgage payment? Now, obviously, you guys are going to be asking, how did I arrive at these numbers and these percentages? We're going to go through that in just a minute. But I basically took an average home price down here in Southern California. And so we're looking at a loan of $520,000 using an FHA loan, which only requires a 3.5 down payment, and currently offering a 2.5 interest rate. That would give you a $2,964 mortgage payment. And when I say $2,464, that's everything: taxes, insurance, property taxes, PMI, everything's included onto that payment. And if we look at this other box over here, let's say tomorrow, next month, a few months from now, a couple of years from now, at this point, we don't know. The market, it's so unstable, and it's probably going to keep itself like this for the next 2 to 3 years. But when it does happen, what everyone is waiting for, right? Especially those first-time home buyers or people that are having a really hard time trying to snatch one of these homes in this crazy market. They're hoping that we could have another crash. Because if we have another crash, well, they'll be able to snatch the same property for 30 to 40% off its current value. At least that's what everyone's thinking it's going to happen. Why? Because that happened back in 2008. In fact, there was this great movie, The Big Short, and I have something ready for you guys, which I want to share with you. It basically gives us an idea of how we got to having that bubble of real estate bust on us. So with that, let's check this clip out.
This is your basic mortgage bond. All right? The originals were simple. They were just thousands of AAA mortgages bundled together, guaranteed by the U.S. government. The modern ones are different. They're private, and they're made up of layers of tranches. Somewhere along the line, these B's and double B's went from a little risky to dog shit. I'm talking rock bottom FICO scores. No income verification. Adjustable rates, dog shit. The default rates are already up from 1% to 4%, fellas. And if they rise to 8%, and they will, a lot of these triple B's are going to 0 too. And that A's, 0. B's, 0. Double B's, 0. Triple B's, 0. And then that happens.
What is that?
That's America's housing market.
Do you guys catch that? The trench? They basically put all these creative loans and just pile them up with the, triple A's, the triple B's, the good loans. And ultimately, that basically was it created a ricochet effect, and the market, as we know, just went, crumbling down. What have we learned from then? Well, there's been a lot of regulations. There's been a lot of buyers that have gone to, really high scrutiny as far as being able to provide proof that they'll be able to make these mortgage payments. So it's a whole different monster. Yes, the the values are going up every single month, but the people that are buying these homes, they have enough of a reason to say to the banks, I can do this. I have a solid job. I'm not, doing any one of these crazy type of loans because they're not available anymore. And so that's how I was able to reach this $450,000 value. I think the values will adjust, will go down, but not to the point where, it's going to be like in 2008. Having said that, we take the 450 and the interest rates, 4.5. How did I reach 4.5? Looked at the data, looked at a couple of indicators. And again, I don't think we're going to be reaching the 6%, 7%. No, I think it's going to be a variation of what we have now. Max, we could probably max it at 4.5, maybe 5, but I don't see it going any higher. Again, this is a scenario of a what if this were to happen, and what if you were to buy now or wait it out. And so if you were to wait it out, you would be looking at a 4.5 interest rate with a payment of $31.38, same as the other box. Everything would be included. Now, for you guys that love numbers, if you were to take these two different scenarios, on scenario A with a low payment, you would actually be saving $148,000. Why, you say? Well, even though the loan amount is much higher, you have to take a look at the low mortgage interest rates versus the one on the right, which is 4.5. That alone you would be saving $148,000. What about payments? Well, subtracting 31 out of 29, you're looking at about $174. Again, this is an estimate. This would be kind of like an average, giving the rates increasing to that range. And now we were talking about what will be those indicators that we have to keep an eye on. And so with that, let's go ahead and jump onto those. And let's close this out. And here we are. Okay, I was able to put 7 indicators, which literally are happening and have been occurring in the last few months. These 7 indicators, hopefully, as we go through them, we'll be able to, see how many of these we can see happening right now. The first one is stock market. Number 2 is falling unemployment. Number 3, increasing consumer confidence. 4, higher wholesale prices. 5, increased factory orders, higher energy prices, and the last one, falling gold prices. It's going to be a lot of data. I don't want to make it boring. I just want to go through it really quick, skim through it. But at least you'll see that I'm showing you data that's backing up these indicators. The first one, the stock market. We all know it's just been crazy. They've been breaking records left and right. Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500. Just in the 6 months, these past 6 months, take a look at how the increase has been. I mean, it's just been going up. That covers bullet point number 1. Let's go and see falling unemployment numbers. Here they are. Back in May, they were back in May, 14.7. As of November 6th, look at the sharp drop. They're at 6.9. Mind you, they're not as they were before the 3.6%, but they're indicating that it is going down ever more. Bullet number 3, let's go to increasing consumer confidence. And here's the article. A COVID-19 vaccine would boost the global economy, but not all at once. That's a given. You're going to have nations, you're going to have countries it's going to take them a little bit longer to get back on track. But as for the US, some European countries, obviously China, Russia, I mean, they're going to be going back and, making their economies flourish again. This is interesting because this is just one of, I kid you not, probably 7 articles that I was able to pull. Everyone is just the boost, the V-shape, It almost looks like they're prepping us for a V-shaped recovery because they really do need it. And so that's covering number 3, bullet point number 3. Let's go to higher wholesale prices. I was able to pull this data, trending economist, and Google that. Check this out. 2019, 2020. These are their projections. Take a look at that. Up to 2023. I mean, they're really, really positive. Okay, bullet number 5, increase factory orders. This is the one I was actually looking for. I was planning on doing this video way sooner, but I really wanted to see these numbers. Check them out. August 2020, 468 billion. September, 475. October, 480. This report came out exactly today at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the next one is coming January 6th. But what's the trend you're seeing here? There's more orders. This is the manufactured goods. It covers everything, technology, anything you can possibly think of. Who puts this together? The United States Census Bureau. They compile all this information, and this is what they put together. So that should cover the increased factory orders. We're obviously seeing that. Let's move on to number 6. Higher energy prices. U.S. Energy Information Administration. Look at that. This is dated 11/27, I believe. Energy prices are going up. Now, jump on to the last one. Gold, falling gold prices. What do we have here? You scroll up. This goldprice.org. And there it is. It's going down. Yeah, it has this little indicators of it going up a little bit, but really, if you see the whole picture, it's just going down. Falling gold prices. Literally, we covered every single one of those bullet points. Now, how did that? How is this going to have a reaction? What reaction are we going to have with the famous mortgage-backed securities? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let's get this out, and let's jump onto this screen here. Look at that. Negative 27. Remember those candles? We want these candles. We don't want blue candles. We want those white candles to be on this graph. But sadly, as of today, negative 27. What basically happened there is they were selling off these mortgage-backed securities. And as you know, every time you have good news on the market, as we just saw on those 7 bullet points, we're going to start seeing a trend of these mortgage-backed securities showing negative numbers. And the more negative numbers that we see, sadly, those interest rates will start going up ever more. Okay, that's what I have for you guys. Let's go take a look at what the interest rates are at as of today. Let's jump back over here. Conventional loans. If you're looking into purchasing a home with a 30-year fix with a 20% down payment, those are the, hold on, let me go back to this. Those are the rates that you would be looking at. Anything changed between yesterday and today? Not really. Everything basically stayed the same. Our 2 competitors always tend to be B of A and Wells Fargo, but as always, we might be offering the same rate as they are, but the APR is always that much lower. The APR is basically the entire cost of the loan. Okay, FHA, 30-year fix with a 3.5 down payment. Any changes between yesterday's and today's? No reaction. Everything basically stayed the same, with the exception to the competition. Quicken loans, they tend to be close to what we offer, but I've noticed a trend, and they've been hiking their interest. At this point, 2.49, 2.75 US Bank and Citibank 2.75 versus 2.25 with a 740 FICO score. Note, All these banks always will only offer these interest rates at a 740 or higher credit score. With us, if you have a 700, in the range of 700 up to 740, we could also offer you that 2.25 interest rate. And same, trust me when I say with 660s, 640s, FICO scores, those rates are really, really competitive. That's pretty much it. We're not going to be covering any homes today because of all the data we had gone through. I'd like to thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. If you've been thinking about refinancing, probably might want to take advantage of these rates. If for the buyers out there, I've seen a lot of videos because I really kind of wanted to give you guys a different perspective, a different outlook. It looks like everyone is, saying that the market is going to crash. I think they said that in 2018 and then 2019 and now 2020, and now they're saying next year. And I kind of wanted to really show and back up my information with real facts and real data. And so the takeaway is, if you are considering, hopefully this could fill in a couple of holes, a couple of questions that you still have. It's not a selling point. All I'm doing is just giving you and providing you with the data. If you do decide to take the plunge, definitely give us a call. We'll definitely help you out on that. For the sellers out there, if you're wondering what the value of the home is, of your current home, or if you have an investment property, definitely give us a call. We can help you out on that end as well. Thank you so very much. God bless, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.